Why Ryan Reynolds' recent joke about Blake Lively is proving controversial, yet also fascinating, is not so much about cruelty, but about how humor in celebrity relationships often becomes a window into how fans perceive the balance between playfulness and partnership. Because Ryan has always been known for his wit, his quick comebacks, and his fun teasing, especially on social media, where his banter with Blake has become almost legendary sometimes, though. The line between public laughter and private vulnerability sparks debate, and that is where this recent moment fits in. Yet rather than focusing only on the so-called controversy, what makes it compelling is how it connects to a bigger story of how celebrities navigate their relationships, careers, and public image in a world where millions are watching. Blake Lively herself has built an impressive career that moves far beyond the label of being Ryan Reynolds' partner. She is a fashion icon, a talented actress, and a philanthropist who continues to use her influence to spotlight important causes from child welfare to clean water initiatives, and fans adore her for her ability to appear both glamorous and down-to-earth. At the same time, her red carpet looks often set trends, but her candid interviews reveal someone thoughtful, funny, and grounded, and when you place her journey beside Ryan's, it is almost like watching two bright stars whose orbits intersect to form a constellation that captures attention worldwide. Ryan's career, from his breakout comedic roles to his massive success as Deadpool, illustrates the power of perseverance, reinvention, and self-belief. His ability to laugh at himself while building a franchise that broke superhero movie stereotypes has inspired countless aspiring actors and creators and beyond. Acting, his entrepreneurial ventures from aviation gin to his ownership stake in a football club show how celebrities today can extend their influence into business and culture, and together, Blake and Ryan represent a modern celebrity couple who juggle parenting careers, philanthropy, and public attention, all while keeping humor at the center. And maybe that is why, when a joke goes too far or feels different to certain fans, it suddenly becomes more than just a laugh. It becomes part of a wider conversation about love, respect, and how we view our favorite stars. Yet their story is just one starting point in the grand universe of celebrity life, because across Hollywood and beyond, we see figures whose journeys are filled with iconic achievements, challenges, fashion moments, fan love, and causes that define their legacies. Take Taylor Swift, for example, who has mastered the art of storytelling, not only through her music, but also through her career trajectory. She began as a teenager with a guitar writing songs about high school crushes and has grown into one of the most powerful women in music, whose Eras Tour is not just a concert, but a cultural phenomenon. She uses her platform to speak about ownership of art, artists' rights, and empowerment, while simultaneously creating music that resonates with millions. Her fashion choices, from whimsical dresses to bold red carpet gowns, tell their own story of evolution and self-confidence, and her connection with fans is legendary, from secret listening parties to heartfelt social media posts. Taylor has created a family-like bond with Swifties worldwide, and then we look at Beyoncé, whose name itself has become synonymous with excellence. Her career spans decades, and yet she continues to reinvent herself, from Destiny's Child to her solo reign, to her history making Coachella performance. Each era represents vision, discipline, and artistry. Her voice, her presence, and her ability to channel cultural heritage into performance makes her a living legend. But what often goes unsung is her philanthropy, her advocacy for Black communities, and her dedication to empowering women. She and Jay-Z together have built an empire that extends far beyond music, influencing fashion, film, and social justice. And then there is Selena Gomez, whose story is one of resilience and heart. She began as a Disney Channel star and blossomed into a singer, actress, and entrepreneur, with Rare Beauty, a brand that champions self-acceptance and mental health awareness. Despite facing personal health challenges and public scrutiny, Selena continues to inspire millions with her honesty, vulnerability, and compassion. Her connection with fans feels deeply personal because she does not hide her struggles. Instead, she shares them in hopes that someone listening might feel less alone. And as we explore these journeys, we cannot forget the rise of K-pop and the global phenomenon. That is BTS, who remind us that dreams born in small studios can resonate across continents. Their story is not just about chart-topping songs or sold-out stadiums. It is about a message of self-love and resilience. Their speech at the United Nations, their donation to UNICEF, and their continuous encouragement of fans to love themselves show how celebrity power can be harnessed for good. Their fans, the army, are not just listeners. They are part of a movement of positivity and unity. And when we turn to film legends like Leonardo DiCaprio, we see how careers evolve from teenage heartthrob roles in Titanic to Oscar-winning performances in The Revenant. But Leonardo is also a prime example of how fame can amplify activism his decades. Long environmental work, his foundation, and his passionate speeches about climate change remind us that celebrities can shift conversations about global issues. And then there is Zendaya, who at such a young age has already become a voice of her generation, from Disney beginnings to groundbreaking roles in Euphoria and Dune. Her career is proof of what happens when talent, grace, and courage collide. Her fashion choices make her a muse for designers around the world, and her refusal to be boxed in by stereotypes has made her an inspiration for young people everywhere. And just as Zendaya redefines youth in Hollywood, Meryl Streep continues to redefine longevity and mastery. Her performances have earned her more awards than most can count. But what makes her stand apart is her humility, her ability to completely transform into characters while remaining grounded and accessible. She has mentored countless younger actors and shows that true artistry is not about ego, but about service to story. And when we look globally, Bollywood's Shah Rukh Khan shines as a star whose influence stretches far beyond India. He began with nothing but determination, and today is called the King of Bollywood. Adored by fans, not only for his charisma and acting, but for his philanthropy and his humility, his journey shows that global fame can be achieved while still staying deeply connected to your roots and communities. And so, from Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds' playful humor to the artistry of Beyoncé, the storytelling of Taylor Swift, the resilience of Selena Gomez, the activism of Leonardo DiCaprio, the inspiration of Zendaya, and the global reach of BTS and Shah Rukh Khan. What we see is a shared thread of humanity that binds all these icons together. And perhaps that is why we are drawn to their stories, because they are not simply tales of wealth and fame. They are stories of perseverance, kindness, reinvention, and courage that remind us of what is possible in our own lives. Absolutely. And as we continue this sprawling journey through the lives of some of the world's most fascinating celebrities, we move from the familiar names of Hollywood to the global stage, where icons from music, sports, and international cinema remind us that fame is a tapestry woven from talent, resilience, and vision. Take Rihanna, for instance, whose rise from a teenager in Barbados to a global superstar is a testament to reinvention, determination, and influence. Her music captivated audiences worldwide, but her impact extends far beyond the charts with Fenty Beauty. She reshaped the entire beauty industry, making inclusivity a standard rather than an option. Her Savage X Fenty shows challenge traditional notions of fashion by celebrating diversity and body positivity, and her Clara Lionel Foundation provides education and disaster relief to communities around the world, showing that her artistry is matched by her philanthropy. And then there is Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, whose story, from professional wrestler to Hollywood powerhouse, illustrates perseverance, charisma, and relentless work ethic. He has become one of the highest paid actors in the world. Yet what endears him to fans is his approachable nature, his motivational messages, and his consistent engagement with fans. Whether sharing personal challenges or celebrating their achievements, he has built a connection that transcends fame and inspires millions. And in another corner of entertainment, Shakira has captivated the world with her voice, her dancing, and her philanthropic efforts through the Bare Feet Foundation, which supports education for children in Colombia. Her performances, whether on world stages or the Super Bowl halftime show, alongside Jennifer Lopez, are not only musical spectacles, but celebrations of culture, heritage, and empowerment. Speaking of Jennifer Lopez, her career spans decades, from acting in Selena to global musical stardom. She has remained relevant through reinvention, embracing fashion, business ventures, and advocacy for Latino representation, showing that longevity and fame comes from talent, discipline, and courage. And as we shift to Bollywood, Deepika Padukone emerges as a figure whose impact reaches far beyond acting. She has become a global ambassador for mental health awareness, openly sharing her struggles with depression and founding the Live Love Laugh Foundation. Her story reminds us that vulnerability can be a source of strength and inspiration. And Priyanka Chopra Jonas has bridged continents with her career, conquering Bollywood before moving to Hollywood. She has used her platform to champion representation, diversity, and humanitarian work as a UNICEF ambassador, proving that global fame can be a force for good. And then we cannot overlook the influence of Pharrell Williams, whose creativity spans music, fashion, and philanthropy. His anthem, Happy, became a worldwide sensation, but equally significant is his commitment to education and innovation, which demonstrates how celebrities can leverage their artistry to create opportunities and positive change in society. And Billie Eilish represents a new generation of artists who show that authenticity, vulnerability, and social consciousness are powerful in shaping culture. Her candid discussions about mental health sustainability and individuality resonate deeply with young audiences, proving that fame and responsibility can coexist. And then we turn back to the legends of Hollywood. Beyoncé continues to set the bar with her artistry, activism, and philanthropy. Her Coachella performance became a cultural milestone. Her music explores themes of empowerment and heritage, while her charitable efforts support education, disaster relief, and women's rights. Her partnership with Jay-Z illustrates how collaboration can amplify influence and drive meaningful change. And speaking of Jay-Z, he exemplifies how talent, vision, and entrepreneurship can converge to create lasting legacies, from music to business ventures to criminal justice advocacy. His career inspires both awe and admiration, and Zendaya represents the emerging generation of actors and fashion icons, whose influence extends far beyond their performances. Her roles in Euphoria and Dune have earned critical acclaim. Her fashion collaborations set trends, and her voice for inclusivity and self-love makes her a beacon for young audiences worldwide. And in the realm of music, global phenomena like BTS have shown that dedication, teamwork, and a message of hope can unite millions. Their journey from modest beginnings in South Korea to global superstardom is not just about charts and stadiums, but about spreading self-love, resilience, and positivity. Their ARMY fan base exemplifies the power of connection and activism. While Blackpink continues to redefine female empowerment in music, their stage presence, fashion influence, and advocacy for diversity inspire fans to embrace confidence and individuality. And as we reflect on Madonna, we see the epitome of reinvention. Her decades-long career has pushed boundaries, challenged norms, and inspired generations. Her activism for LGBTQ rights, humanitarian causes, and fearless artistry have made her a living icon. And Adele adds the narrative of emotional vulnerability, proving that raw honesty and artistry can capture hearts worldwide. Her songs tell stories of love, heartbreak, and growth, while her journey from London beginnings to global acclaim inspires countless aspiring artists. And then we move to film legends like Meryl Streep, whose dedication to craft and humility set standards for excellence. While Angelina Jolie combines screen presence with humanitarian work, her advocacy for refugees and underprivileged communities demonstrates that celebrity influence can change lives. And finally, Bollywood's Shah Rukh Khan, whose rise from a middle-class Delhi background to global superstardom embodies perseverance, charm, and philanthropy, shows that cultural impact knows no borders. And alongside him, legends like Amitabh Bachchan remind us that passion, reinvention, and audience connection create lasting legacies. When we weave together all these stories, from Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds' playful humor to Taylor Swift's artistry, Beyoncé's empowerment, Selena Gomez's resilience, Rihanna's industry transformation, Zendaya's voice, and BTS's global influence, what emerges is a portrait of celebrity, not as an unreachable ideal, but as human beings who inspire, motivate, and lead through talent, creativity, generosity, and courage. And as we continue to explore this vast and interconnected world of celebrity influence, we find that each star adds their own unique light to a global tapestry of inspiration and achievement. Take, for instance, Rihanna, whose journey from a young girl in Barbados to an international superstar demonstrates not only talent and perseverance, but also the power of vision. Her music captivated audiences worldwide, yet her ventures into Fenty Beauty and Savage X Fenty redefined the beauty and fashion industries by emphasizing inclusivity, diversity, and self-confidence. And her Clara Lionel Foundation extends her influence into education, disaster relief, and healthcare, proving that fame can be a tool for positive global change. Similarly, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson illustrates how charisma, discipline, and relentless work ethic can create a bridge between entertainment and everyday inspiration. Rising from professional wrestling to becoming one of Hollywood's highest-paid actors, his openness about struggles, perseverance, and daily motivation has endeared him to millions across the world. And Shakira exemplifies how artistry can fuse with advocacy through her voice dancing, and the Bare Feet Foundation she has supported education for thousands of children in Colombia. And on global stages, she celebrates culture, heritage, and unity. While Jennifer Lopez has carved a career that blends performance, business, fashion, and advocacy, her evolution from Selena to international music and film star shows how reinvention and resilience sustain long-term success in the same vein. Deepika Padukone has become a beacon for mental health awareness in India. Her candid discussions about depression and her Live Love Laugh Foundation inspire countless fans to confront stigma and seek help, while Priyanka Chopra Jonas bridges continents and cultures using her influence from Bollywood to Hollywood to champion representation, humanitarian work, and education, demonstrating how global celebrities can serve as agents of social change. Pharrell Williams reminds us that creativity can extend far beyond music. His innovation in design, fashion, and philanthropy, including educational initiatives, highlight the multifaceted ways celebrities can impact society, and Billie Eilish represents the power of authenticity and social consciousness in younger generations. Her candidness about mental health, sustainability, and individuality resonates worldwide, showing that even young stars can lead with purpose. Beyoncé continues to set standards for artistry, empowerment, and activism, from groundbreaking performances like Coachella to philanthropic initiatives supporting education, disaster relief, and women's rights. She exemplifies the synergy of talent, influence, and responsibility, while Jay-Z demonstrates how music, vision, and entrepreneurship can converge to create enduring legacies. Zendaya emerges as a new generation icon whose acting, fashion, influence, and advocacy for inclusivity, self-love, and representation inspire young audiences globally, and BTS further illustrate the power of music to unite people. Their rise from modest beginnings in South Korea to global superstardom emphasizes teamwork, positivity, and self-belief, while Blackpink continues to redefine female empowerment in music, fashion, and advocacy, inspiring confidence and individuality across generations. And Madonna remains a testament to reinvention, her decades-long career pushing boundaries for artistry, activism, and LGBTQ rights, while Adele embodies vulnerability and emotional honesty in her music, transforming personal experience into universal anthems. In film, legends like Meryl Streep show how dedication, craft, and humility define excellence, while Angelina Jolie merges cinematic success with humanitarian work, advocating for refugees and underprivileged communities globally. And Bollywood icons like Shah Rukh Khan demonstrate that perseverance, charisma, and philanthropy transcend borders, while Amitabh Bachchan proves that longevity in the industry comes from constant reinvention and deep connection with audiences. From the playful humor of Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds to Taylor Swift's storytelling, Beyoncé's empowerment, Selena Gomez's resilience, Rihanna's innovation, Zendaya's voice, and BTS's global influence, we see a pattern emerge that celebrity is more than glamour. It is a platform for inspiration, leadership, creativity, philanthropy, and human connection. A universe of individuals whose personal journeys offer lessons, courage, and hope to millions across the world. And perhaps this is why we are endlessly captivated by their stories, because in every triumph, challenge, reinvention, and act of kindness, we find reflections of our own potential to create impact, to overcome adversity, and to shine brightly in our own unique way. And as we move deeper into this vibrant tapestry of celebrity influence, we encounter Beyoncé, whose artistry transcends music to become a cultural phenomenon. Her Coachella performance became a historic moment, celebrating Black excellence, heritage, and resilience. While her albums continue to explore empowerment, identity, and storytelling beyond the stage, she uses her influence to support education, disaster relief, and women's rights, illustrating how fame can be leveraged for meaningful change. And alongside her, Jay-Z exemplifies how music, vision, and entrepreneurship intersect, from founding Roc Nation to supporting criminal justice reform. His journey demonstrates that influence can be used to create systemic impact. Zendaya represents the new generation of actors and fashion icons navigating Hollywood with elegance, courage, and authenticity. Her roles in Euphoria and Dune have earned critical acclaim, while her advocacy for inclusivity and self-love inspires millions globally. In the realm of music, BTS have transformed the landscape of global pop. Their rise from small beginnings in South Korea to stadiums worldwide showcases teamwork, positivity, and self-belief. Their engagement with fans, the ARMY, emphasizes connection, activism, and the importance of spreading hope. And Blackpink continues to break boundaries, redefining female empowerment through their music, fashion, influence, and advocacy, inspiring young audiences to embrace confidence and individuality. Madonna illustrates the power of reinvention. Her decades-long career challenging norms and pushing boundaries remains an example of fearless artistry, while her activism for LGBTQ rights and humanitarian causes shows that celebrity can serve as a catalyst. For social awareness, Adele adds a layer of emotional authenticity. Her voice carries heartbreak, healing, and growth. Her journey from London beginnings to global stardom is a testament to how sincerity and artistry resonate universally in cinema. Meryl Streep represents the pinnacle of craft. Her dedication, humility, and versatility inspire generations of actors and audiences alike, while Angelina Jolie merges cinematic success with humanitarian work advocating for refugees and global human rights. Her influence shows how fame can be paired with empathy and action across continents. Shah Rukh Khan exemplifies global appeal. His rise from a modest background in Delhi to becoming the king of Bollywood demonstrates perseverance, charisma, and philanthropy, while Amitabh Bachchan reminds us that longevity comes from passion, reinvention, and audience connection. And then we explore Rihanna, whose career from music superstardom to building Fenty Beauty and Savage X Fenty has transformed global fashion norms by emphasizing inclusivity and diversity. Her Clara Lionel Foundation furthers her impact on education, disaster relief, and healthcare, showing that celebrity influence can drive change. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's path from wrestling to Hollywood demonstrates how charisma, discipline, and resilience captivate fans and inspire millions. Shakira blends artistry with advocacy through her music and the Bare Feet Foundation supporting education in Colombia. Jennifer Lopez's career showcases reinvention and resilience across music, film, fashion, and business. Deepika Padukone uses her platform to raise mental health awareness, while Priyanka Chopra Jonas champions representation, diversity, and humanitarian work. Pharrell Williams demonstrates how creativity and philanthropy can intersect. Billie Eilish shows that authenticity and social consciousness resonate with global youth. And Selena Gomez and Demi Lovato reveal how vulnerability can be transformed into empowerment. And healing together, these figures from Hollywood, Bollywood, K-pop, and global music demonstrate that celebrity is a multifaceted force, a blend of artistry, leadership, influence, advocacy, and inspiration, whether it's through humor, charm, and public interaction as with Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds, or through music, fashion, philanthropy, and activism. The shared theme is clear that these individuals embody resilience, courage, creativity, and compassion, offering lessons not only in fame, but in humanity and the ability to positively impact the world and inspire millions to pursue their own dreams, make a difference in their communities, and embrace their own authentic selves. Through each story, from performance to philanthropy to reinvention, we see a reflection of what it truly means to be a modern celebrity, and why audiences continue to be captivated by their journeys and achievements across the globe. And as we reach the final stretch of this expansive journey through the world of celebrities, it becomes clear that the stories we have explored are not just about fame, but about resilience, creativity, compassion, and the power to inspire. Because when we look at Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds, we see a couple whose playful humor and public rapport reflect love, partnership, and the joy of shared success. Justin Baldoni shows us that vulnerability and empathy can transform conversations around masculinity, while Taylor Swift illustrates the impact of storytelling and reinvention in connecting deeply with fans. Leonardo DiCaprio demonstrates how artistry can fuel activism and global awareness. Lady Gaga reminds us that authenticity and advocacy can redefine pop culture. Oprah Winfrey exemplifies how empathy and vision can build empires. Keanu Reeves teaches humility and kindness in an industry often defined by spectacle. Selena Gomez, Demi Lovato, and Miley Cyrus highlight how personal challenges can become sources of inspiration and empowerment. Cristiano Ronaldo, Lionel Messi, Serena Williams, and LeBron James show that greatness is measured both on the field and in giving back to communities. Rihanna, Jennifer Lopez, Shakira, and Dwayne Johnson prove that reinvention, hard work, and philanthropy can create enduring legacies. Deepika Padukone, Priyanka Chopra, Shah Rukh Khan, and BTS illustrate that culture and artistry can transcend borders and unite millions. Pharrell Williams, Billie Eilish, Adele, Madonna, and Zendaya teach that authenticity, courage, and social consciousness are powerful forces in shaping culture and inspiring others. And finally, Beyoncé, Jay-Z, Angelina Jolie, Meryl Streep, and countless other icons remind us that legacy is built not on perfection, but on using talent, influence, and platform to uplift others. When we consider the totality of these stories, from the humor of Blake and Ryan to the artistry of Taylor Swift, the empowerment of Beyoncé, the resilience of Selena Gomez, the innovation of Rihanna, the voice of Zendaya, and the global influence of BTS, we see a pattern emerge that celebrity is more than glamour. It is a vehicle for leadership, kindness, creativity, advocacy, and human connection. Their personal journeys of triumph, reinvention, philanthropy, and courage offer lessons for millions worldwide. And perhaps this is why audiences are endlessly fascinated, because in their successes, challenges, and acts of generosity, we see reflections of our own potential to impact the world, to rise after adversity, to embrace authenticity, and to shine in our own unique ways. And through each moment, whether it is a humorous exchange, a philanthropic effort, a boundary-breaking performance, or an inspiring comeback, celebrities demonstrate that the true measure of fame lies in its ability to entertain, uplift, and inspire. And so as we conclude this sweeping exploration, we are left with a powerful reminder that the world of celebrities is not merely a spectacle of red carpets and flashing cameras, but a mirror of human resilience, creativity, and heart, showing that anyone with talent, courage, and vision can make a lasting impact, and that their stories will continue to captivate, educate, and motivate generations to come. Whether you love music, film, fashion, or sports, this video offers a deep dive into the lives of the stars who continue to shape culture and motivate fans everywhere. Like, share, and subscribe for more inspiring celebrity stories and documentary-style insights.